Anthony Davis just came out and sent a clear message to the NBA.
I mean, it's my goal every year, to play 82. Every year, we want to come out and play every game and help the team win.
No more soft basketball, no more taking games off, and no more injuries. He's been in the gym all offseason, and he's looking like he's ready to dominate the entire league. But are these just words, or can he actually back up the MVP predictions?
If we see bubble Anthony Davis, it's on.
In my opinion, AD coming out and saying his goal is to play 82 games is kind of ridiculous, for two reasons. First, he's never played more than 75 games in his career. And second, it's a non-statement. Just think about it. For the majority of NBA history, players did not have to promise to play as many games as possible. Michael Jordan played in 82 games 9 times in his career. John Stockton played in 82 games 16 years out of his 19-year career. And when you asked why players of this caliber always played through pain and injuries, they would laugh and say something like this.
And so when the game is more important than the injury itself, you don't feel that damn injury.
But let's put aside all the frustration many of us have for today's NBA players being soft, and just take AD's promises at face value. What would happen if Anthony Davis actually stayed healthy for an entire season? Anthony Davis's best season was in 2018 when he put up 28 points and 11 rebounds per game, scoring and dominating in many ways, from pick and rolls to mid-range pull-ups or even lobs from his guards. AD led the Pelicans to the 6th best record in the conference and finished the year top 3 in MVP voting. 2018 was arguably his best season as a pro and definitely his healthiest. But we can't give all the credit to AD for his phenomenal performance, because the Pelicans stumbled upon a strategy that unlocked AD's true potential. It was DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins at the center gave AD the ability to expand his game on both sides of the court. On the offense, Davis had a mismatch after mismatch. He could score 10+ points a game just by slashing to the rim, running the break, and getting easy putback dunks. And defensively, Davis could save his energy, camp out in the paint, and go for blocks. The two big men flourished next to each other, leading to the most productive years of AD's career. This wasn't just a random fluke either. The Lakers replicated this formula in 2020 when they added Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee to their center position. Davis played in 62 regular season games and helped the Lakers win the championship. He averaged 27 points, 9 rebounds, and played in all 21 playoff games. But last season, the Lakers abandoned that plan. With most of the league downsizing, the Lakers attempted to start AD almost exclusively at the center position. Davis made it 25 games before he went down with an injury. The media started calling him day-to-day Davis. Now, this year's game plan seems to be the same as last year. Anthony Davis playing the center position. Although the Lakers have realized their mistakes and made it their mission to give Davis more help. They brought in more size at every position just before the 2023 playoffs, and this offseason added Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood. Clearly, they're hoping to make the Lakers so tall that even when AD is undersized at center, he'll still be a mismatch offensively. Head coach Darvin Ham even has the goal of AD shooting 6 3-pointers per game, which is a major increase from the 1.3 3-point attempts last season. This approach to utilizing AD's skill set was very similar to the 2020 Lakers championship team, but Coach Vogel had one luxury that Darvin Ham no longer has. He was able to rest his star players. This offseason, the NBA finally addressed the load management issues. The ones that allowed teams to tank for the draft, rest their star players in primetime matchups, and progressively turn the 82-game season into more like a 60 or 65-game season. The new rules have 3 major updates. First, individual player awards now have time requirements. To now be eligible for the NBA MVP and All-Star teams, players must play at least 65 games and be on the floor for at least 20 minutes per game. For example, last year's Defensive Player of the Year, Jared Jackson Jr., only played in 63 games, so he would not have been eligible for the award this year. Second, teams with multiple star players can't randomly take games off. For example, if the Stars wanted to rest Devin Booker one night, Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal must play. If not, they'll be fined by the NBA. But there's more. Not only can you not rest 2 star players this year, but teams must make sure that these star players are available for nationally televised games and in-season tournament games. This was something that was really hurting viewership in the past. A marquee matchup like the Lakers vs. Celtics would be scheduled, and then on game day, LeBron, Tatum, and AD would all rest. Also, when you do get approval from the league to rest your star players, franchises must be extremely calculated because home and away game rests must be balanced. These new rules mean that AD will be required to play back-to-back games and all nationally televised games if he's healthy, something he hasn't done for a few seasons now. This extra pressure to be on the court and perform might result in an epic rise and fall, similar to what we saw from Luka Doncic last year. Remember, in 2022, everyone was calling Luka fat and out of shape. So in the summer, he made it his mission to prove everyone wrong. At the start of the 2023 season, Luka went on an absolute tear, averaging 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists on 50% shooting.
Who takes on the challenge. Good D by Booker to get the force, but it's that type of night for Luka.
13-10 here in the quarter. Now pushed inside by Brandon Clark. And then expansion to the game. And Luka, one of the top players in the league this year on the years ahead. Dame's getting close to 20,000 points. Here's Luka, though, the blender spinning.
He destroyed the league, and there was no answer for the new skinny Luka. But the historic season, MVP conversations, and title hopes all came crashing down when he got hurt. Unfortunately, this could be the same destiny for AD and the Lakers this year. You got Davis trying to disprove the NBA media, calling him soft and injury-prone. A team that needs their star player to ball out in order for them to succeed, and not to mention the added rule change against resting star players. But there's a loophole that might save him from tragedy. It's called the LeBron loophole.
Wait a minute.
Okay, it's not actually called that, but it might as well be. The only exception to the new rule is that for players over 35 years old who have played a certain amount of minutes are able to get pre-approved rest days on back-to-backs. The players that qualify are Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, James Harden, Mike Conley, and LeBron James. But unlike every other player on the list, the Lakers are the only team that can truly take advantage of this loophole. All the other teams still have more than 2 star players, and the Lakers just have AD. Basically, the Lakers can rest both Anthony Davis and LeBron on back-to-backs throughout the season if they want to. This is a huge game changer for the team. Also, it means it's very unlikely that we'll see Anthony Davis play in all 82 games this season. Okay, so AD probably won't play 82 games, but let's say he stays healthy. Can he actually win the NBA MVP? At his absolute best, Anthony Davis can dominate on both ends of the floor. He finished top 5 in win shares per 48 minutes in 4 of the last 5 seasons. So I expect the Lakers to win a lot of games. ESPN projects that he'll average 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks this season. But I don't see Anthony Davis winning the MVP. Giannis, Jokic, and Luka are all going to have way crazier stat lines, and even crazier usage ratings. That's not bad news though. The Lakers don't need Anthony Davis to score 30-plus points every single night in order to succeed. Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, and Jared Vanderbilt were huge pickups for them last year. And even though D'Lo played horribly, the 7th seed Lakers went to the Western Conference Finals. Plus, it'll be interesting to see how Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood complement this team. Hayes is an athletic, high-energy lob threat, and Christian Wood can space the floor and help rebound when the Lakers face dominant centers like Jokic and Embiid. Also, I've been waiting to see if Cam Reddish can find a team to showcase his elite scoring ability. Overall, I think Anthony Davis will definitely shine this year. His message of playing 82 games is ridiculous, but it's the right goal for him because when him and LeBron are healthy, they are a force in the West few teams can handle. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is AD going to play for more than 65 games and be eligible in All-Star voting? Or will we as fans be watching more updates about Mr. Day-to-Day Davis?